The standoff between locals in Lokichar area of Turkana and the government persists, with the residents blocking movement of oil from the Turkana oil fields. They accuse the government of failing to provide security to the volatile region. A meeting by local leaders yesterday failed to resolve the stalemate. Let's now get the latest from our reporter Enoch Sikolia, who is in Turkana. Of course, Enoch, this is not a new issue or a new concern. This has been going on for quite a while. So specifically, what exactly do the residents of this area want addressed by the government, and how so?
Okay, thank you, Joy. Good afternoon indeed. It's still hot and sunny here in Lodwar town, the headquarters of Turkana County. As you asked and as you talked about, it's a standoff, and it's yet nearing being resolved. As we talk right now, yesterday there was a meeting. That meeting resulted to totally nothing, because at the end of the day, nothing tangible was agreed on the way forward, especially over the standoff that has led to the disruption of the movement or the transportation of oil from Lokichar, where the oil fields are located, to Mombasa town, where they are expected to be stored until they are shipped out of the country for further processing and refinery process, whereby the viability or the commercial availability of the country's oil will be assessed and a determination made on how the country will move to full production of oil. But now the standoff persists. What I can tell you right now, as you talked about security, but there are underlying issues, several issues that the government is yet to address. Right now, what we understand is that the government has been what we call postponing talking about issues that the indigenous people, the people in Lokichar, have been raising. Some of the issues include the security you talked about. They say that there have been constant attacks from the neighboring counties, and especially from the neighboring communities from Baringo, West Pokot, and Samburu counties. They say that they have lost livestock. They have also lost their wealth, and they say now if they have lost that, and then they are not going to lose oil, because they say that the government is yet to come out clearly how they are going to benefit directly from the oil. Remember, there was an agreement over the revenue sharing ratio, which amounted to, like, for example, which was agreed 25%, 20% going to the county government, 75% going to the national government, and 5% going to the local people. But that is where, that is the elephant in the room. Residents are asking, how are they receive the 5%? Because according to the suggestion from the government, is that the 5% will go to a fund that will be managed by the county government. And now they are saying that if it goes to the county government, what is the difference between the 20% that will be going to the county government and the 5% that is supposed to go to the locals? They are saying that this is they are equating the 5% to when, for example, you slaughter a cattle and you have to give meat. There's that part of the meat that remains to the elders. They're saying that the 5% has to go back to the real people, the people on the ground, the people who probably live around the oil fields. Now, the last thing before I wind up, Joy, the issue of displacement. There's a fear that probably once the government moves into full production of oil, then there could be massive development around there, around Lokichar, and this could lead to massive displacement of people who are living around there, those who are living in villages like Nakukulas, that is just some few meters from the Ngamia 8 oil field. They are saying that if that's going to happen, then the government is not being clear. The government is not being sincere, because at this moment they haven't been told if that will happen. But experts say that will probably happen. Back to you, Joy.